Did you know that you could begin to feel happier simply by changing the look on your face? It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. So, right there, that's easiest, right? Now, think about this. Most people don't even realize that they have a resting feeling face. That's that feeling that you have most of the time. Remember, I've talked about it before. Some people are just like going along, do, 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 they're not really happy. They're not really sad. They're just kind of in between. That's kind of like their go-to feeling. And because of that, they could go either way, negative or positive. They could have a positive experience or a negative experience. And it wouldn't take much to push them in either direction. But you do have the power to be more conscious of that and to have more say over that if you pay attention to your face. Now, what the heck do I mean by that? So when you're just going along, what does your face look like? Probably kind of looks something like, yeah. Now, if you're happy, your face shows it, right? If you're happy and you know it, let your face show it. You know it. Your face shows it. But if you're angry or you're upset or you're feeling something negative, your face shows that as well. So the question to ask yourself is, what is your resting feeling face? Do you even know how you're going through life? Because most people are doing it like this. Is that you? Do you even pay attention to what your resting feeling face is like? One of my favorite movies, Steel Magnolias, one of the characters in there, Weezer, she's like, I'm not angry. I've just been in a very bad mood most of my life. And that sums up a lot of people, doesn't it? People who don't take responsibility for the look on their face. Maybe life just has handed them so many unfortunate experiences that they have decided this is what life is. It's just not in the cards for them to be happy. And if you're one of these people, if you're looking for more happiness in your life, start with your face, because your face can make you unhappy simply by whatever it is that you go around with the look on your face. So now let's think about it. Maybe you can't think about this in terms of yourself, but think about the people that you know, friends, family members. Everybody knows that one person, right, who is just never looks like they're happy. They kind of just like that they're always in a bad mood, or they're always going to complain about something. Or maybe you have that person who is a complainer, and you can tell when a complaint is coming simply by the way their face shifts, by something that comes over their face, and you're like, oh boy, here it comes. And the thing is, see, people feel that. You feel it when your friend or family member or coworker is about to say something negative, and people feel it from you as well. So if you're thinking that something in your life isn't going well, that it's impossible for you to be happy, happiness is an inside job. So many people think we have to wait until we get the new car, the new house, the perfect love life, the perfect relationship, get out of a relationship. We think we have to change something externally in order for our life to shift, when actually it's the opposite. When you shift internally and you hold that, and you are the conscious creator, you are creating consciously, meaning you are creating that look on your face consciously. And you're saying, things might not be going so well right now, but I can certainly smile. And smiles are contagious. If you don't believe me, Go out today and just smile at everybody you see. Just give them a smile. They're going to look at you like, well, yeah, sometimes they're not going to know how to take you. But more often than not, they will smile back. Smiles are contagious. So if you are wanting to consciously create happiness in your life, start with your face. Go to the mirror at any given time and just look, what is your resting feeling face? You know, are you kind of like, yeah, whatever, whatever? Or are you really paying attention? Are you really conscious of that look that's on your face? Because you have the power. We always think that somebody else has power over us, or somebody else is in charge of us, or I can't have X, Y, and Z until someone else gives me permission. When you have something going on in your life that you've been dealing with for many, many years, maybe it's something that happened in childhood and it has caused a negative feeling or emotion to wash over you, and you notice that that negative feeling or emotion can wash over you at any given moment. Well, that's called a trigger, first of all. So when you realize that, when you experience that, you can begin to pull yourself out of it simply by changing the look on your face. Now, you might be saying to me, oh, Nancy, but you don't know what I'm dealing with. You don't know the experiences that I carry with me. You don't know how painful it is. You don't know how X, Y, Z, whatever it is that you would be saying to me. And you're right, I don't know. Everyone's experience is different. But I do know what it's like to have those experiences. And I do know that as long as I was out there saying to people, I have to share this with you because it's so horrible. I need someone to talk to. And I just don't, it's awful. It's just awful. And then I talk to that person and it doesn't change anything. And then I go find someone else. And then I talk to that person and it doesn't change anything. Or I'm in blame mode. I'm going to the people who I feel are responsible for that experience that I had. And I'm blaming them. And I think that I'm in my power because I'm standing up to them and I'm telling them, you were wrong. You should not have done this to me. And in that emotion, in that vibrational frequency, we are really creating unhappiness for ourselves. Everything begins internally. All healing begins internally. So whether you're really angry with someone or whether you are ready to heal, both starts internally. So what is your resting feeling face? What have you gotten used to feeling so much that it's a habit for you? That you are saying, you know, this is just my face. This is just the way I look. I can't help the way I look. And you tell people, leave me alone. Don't tell me what I should and shouldn't be feeling, or what I should and shouldn't have on my face. Don't tell me that. You don't know what's going on inside of me. Well, absolutely. But you have a choice, right? Because a habit, the definition of a habit is something that you do without your knowing. It's something that you do over and over and you don't even know you're doing it. But once you realize, oh, gosh, I had that habit, I realized like that is what I've been doing all these years. Now, if you continue it, now it's a choice. Because a habit is something you don't know you're doing. Once you know you're doing it and you continue to do it, that's a choice. You're welcome, because now that I've pointed this out to you, you might be saying, Sasa, frasa, now I have to think about this. Again, it's your choice. But if you really want to create happiness in your life, it can start so easily with simply changing the look on your face. What would you like to convey? Would you like to convey to people that you are sad, angry, helpless, hopeless, victimized, troubled, frustrated? Is that what you'd like to put out into the world? Or would you like to put out into the world that you are happy, that you are joyful, that you are having opportunities to change whatever it is that you want to change in your life? Because you are the only one who has the power to make the change. You know, you can go around and ask people for permission. We do that when we say, I am blaming you. What we're really doing is we're standing there and we're saying, you did this to me, you did this to me. So we're giving them that power. We step back and we say, okay, I recognize that this was done to me, but that doesn't mean that I am a victim. So where do I want to go from here? What is the first step that I can take to actually start bringing happiness into my life? And then that's where it is, right? You have all the power. Only you can decide. Are you going to start consciously creating the look on your face, or are you going to go to default mode, whatever that look on your face has been for years and years, that look that if you were to ask people, what's the look on my face? Do I look generally happy? Do I look generally sad? Do I look generally pissed off? You know, like, what do you think when you see me just kind of sitting there not paying attention? You might be surprised what people say to you. You might be surprised at the answer that you get back. But the good news is you have the power to change that. Your face is a reflection of your internal mirror, your internal emotion, how you're feeling. So if you want to create more happiness in your life, start with your face. What do you think of this? Leave me some comments. Do you think, like, Nancy, you're crazy, that can't be that easy to bring happiness? Or do you think, you know what, I'm going to give it a try? If you are willing to give it a try, leave some comments. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what your experience was. Because again, this message might be something that a lot of people are paying attention to, thinking about, but your comments might make all the difference for them. They might say, like, well, yeah, it's one thing for Nancy to say it, but look at all these other people who have experienced this as well. Gosh, if they can do it, I can do it. The power that we have, not only over ourselves, but to uplift others, is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. I would love to know how changing your resting feeling face is working for you. And if you want any kind of support on being happier, loving your life, partying like purple, visit me at masteringyourbeliefs.com. Get some free resources, check things out. Let me know how I can support you. In the meantime, this is Nancy Muller, the one and only Life Sensei, saying ciao for now.